is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my very last segment of this month's Extreme Clean With Me. If you haven't seen already, I've done an Extreme Clean With Me in our living room, and in our kitchen, and dining room, and then I did an Extreme Clean last week in our front bathroom, and then today it's in my bedroom, getting it cleaned and scrubbed from top to bottom. You guys know how it is. You just go throughout your daily, weekly life and you don't really take time to do those like minuscule things like that really need to be done. Not necessarily even minuscule, they can be huge things, but they need to be done like monthly or, you know, twice a year or once a year. So those are the kind of things that I'm doing today. And as you've seen in my last videos, I wrote out a little list here. We already had this list made, so I needed to add a few things to it. So as you can just see, I just wrote and added a few things. But I'm using this little green clear plastic sleeve, and it works to slide my paper in, and then it works as a dry erase board. So then I can keep reusing this list over and over, and I don't have to print a new one every single time I need to do an extreme clean on a room. So these are really, really handy, and I'll link those down below for you guys to check out. But first off today, I'm just starting from the top of the room and working my way on down. I'm doing things like cleaning the window and scrubbing those blinds. I'm pulling everything out from under the bed, and I'm totally gonna vacuum that and make sure that there's no creatures under there. We did have a snake found in our garage a couple weeks ago. It was actually a week ago, thinking about it now, but if you know me, I don't do snakes or anything like that very well, so I just feel like I just want to pull everything out. And I will clarify that we did find it in our garage and it was like this long, but still, I'm just pulling everything out. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing living under my bed or under any of the furniture here in my room, and clean it and vacuum underneath. And then I'm going to be dusting all of my furniture, of course, and then all of my baseboards really need to be scrubbed. You know how it is, you get marks on them all the time and the dust just settles, so I'm going to scrub those. I'm using some magic erasers for the spots that are really bad, and same thing with my door, it gets marks on it so super bad, so we're just going to take a Mr. Clean magic eraser to that. But I really hope that you guys have enjoyed these Extreme Clean With Me's. I've enjoyed making them, and it helps me stay motivated and stay on track for getting our home cleaned up for the holidays. I know once the holidays hit, that seriously, it's like a fight to the finish, because it is so, like, you blink and it's over with. So time for cleaning is like very rare. I know at our house it's like we have so many Christmas things going on with our church and our family, so Christmas time is a busy time and we want our home to be clean, so we're doing those bigger projects, tackling them now. That way when the holidays hit, it's just kind of more the mundane everyday things that we need to get done. But this helps keep me accountable, and I hope that it's keeping you guys accountable and motivating you. This is what my YouTube channel is all about, is motivating people to clean and get those things done. Somebody asked me, well, what are you gonna do when you run out of things to clean? Well, you never run out of things to clean, and so you might see me post the same things over and over, but it's just to help motivate you, like, hey, today let's get up, let's clean and make a difference in our home. So I hope that you're feeling motivated after watching my videos. I hope that you're subscribed if you do like my content and you want to see more. And if you also want to follow me on Instagram, I have an Instagram account at Courtney's_Lynn. Go follow me there to see more of my day-to-day life. But I'm so enjoying this community, and I feel so welcomed in this community. I've gotten to meet a lot of really nice women who are doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, and I'm super excited to see where this journey takes me. So that was a lot of talking. Let's get into the cleaning. Alright, the first thing on the list that I wanted to do was to put away all of these clothes. I needed to hang some up and put these away in the drawers. So I did that first, and then I took all of our dirty clothes in the room and I took those to the laundry room, put those away, and then I folded up our hamper so that it was out of the way as well. And then I'm taking a broom and I'm just knocking down any spider webs in the corners, on the ceiling, any that were connected to like the lights or the vents or anything, just knocking those down really quick with the broom. And then our fan needed to be cleaned, even though I cleaned it about a month ago, but as you can tell by just hitting the fan blades with this pillowcase, the edges of it were extremely dirty. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Very dusty. So I'm using the Swiffer to get all of the dust off the top of the fan where I can't reach very well. And then I'm taking this pillowcase and I'm wrapping it around the blade and pulling all the dust off. And the dust just falls into that pillowcase and it doesn't fall all over the bed or the furniture, and that pillowcase just keeps it all in there. And then I'm taking this Swiffer and I'm dusting all of the fan blades, making sure if I missed any dust that this catches it. So I'm getting some warm water and I'm adding some Lysol concentrate. Now this is the same Lysol concentrate that I've used in all of my Extreme Clean With Me videos so far. And I've tried to find a link for you guys for this Lysol concentrate because it smells like pomegranate and it's so good. But I can't find a link for you guys, and I believe that we bought it like at the dollar store or something. So it's kind of one of those random finds, but it was pretty cheap and I love the way that it smells. And I just put a little bit with some warm water so it's not too full of chemicals for whatever I'm using it for. But it has a really, really strong scent and it does the job. So I needed to change our sheets in this video, and I'm not washing our quilt or our heating blanket that's underneath, but I am going to wash all of the sheets and pillowcases. And I'm going to throw those in now so that by the time I'm done cleaning, they're ready to go. So now I'm going to be pulling everything out from under our bed. As you can tell, as I start pulling everything out, it was a little bit messy under there and I needed to organize it just a little bit. But I'm taking everything out because I'm fixing to pull the bed away from the window, and then I'm going to clean that window. So I thought that I could just, use my muscles and pull this bed out from the window, and I could not do it. Absolutely couldn't do it. I tried my best, but I guess I was just weak that day. So I had my mom and my sister come help me move the bed out. So once we got the bed moved out, I removed our pumpkin garland from the window, and then I'm just taking a rag with the Lysol water that I've already used and just going to start wiping it down. So I started working horizontally and I was going slat by slat, and then I was going to flip them over and do it again. So as I started going, I felt like that was working the best, and then I tried a different way. I started going vertically, section by section, and that worked the best. So I went all the way down one section, flipped the blinds the other way, and went down that way. And then I took my microfiber cloth and dried both sides of it, and this was the quickest and easiest way. I'm just going to show you one more little section of me cleaning the blinds because it's kind of one of those things, once you see a few seconds of me cleaning the blinds, it's like you've seen it all. But this was a very time-consuming project, like I've talked about in our other blinds that we've cleaned in these Extreme Clean With Me videos. They're very time-consuming, and these blind slats do not come out, so it takes a little bit more time to get them as clean as the other ones. So this windowsill was pretty nasty, as you can tell. It was full of lots of nasty things. So I was wiping down the bottom of our blinds and cleaning that up because it's been sitting in the windowsill with all that nasty. And then I took the stuff that was out of the windowsill. So as you can see, these little bags, these are like the little bags that come in like a new purse or something, and it helps suck up the moisture. And my mom told me that she had seen that you could put those in your windowsill and it would help like suck up the moisture. And so I tried it and it actually seemed like it did a good job. So that was a hack that worked. So I'm using a paper towel to clean up this windowsill. I just dipped it in some of my Lysol water, and instead of using my rag to do this, I knew that it was going to be really gross cleaning this windowsill out, and I didn't want to put that on my rag and then have to like put it in the same water I'm going to be cleaning the room, so I just did a paper towel and threw it away. Alright, now time to clean this window. I used my rag first and scrubbed it all down. Figured that would be best. It would get the majority of the dirt and the grime off. And then after I finish this, I'm going to go back with some spray away glass cleaner and then help polish up the window with that. So I've talked about this before, but we are ready to repaint our room. When we moved into this house, I was a little girl and I chose these paint colors for my room because they're my favorite. Well, pink is still my favorite, but I am ready for a change. The thing of it is that I just hate the fact of changing it because, you know, I'm pretty sentimental about that kind of stuff. And I hate the fact that it's, you know, not going to look like how it did when I was a younger girl. But we are ready for it to be a little bit more grown-up looking. I still think that it's so adorable with the pink. I love that. But I know that it is time to move on and, you know, make it look a little bit more grown-up. So me and my sister, who shares the room with me, we are going to be doing that soon and doing like a complete room transformation. So stay tuned for that. So here I'm just wiping down the baseboards with my Lysol water, and then I'm going back through with a magic eraser. And then taking the Dyson and vacuuming this area where the bed goes. And I couldn't get underneath the entire bed from where I was at. So as you can see here in just a second, I went from the other sides of the bed and made sure and vacuumed every inch underneath this bed just to make sure that it was all nice and clean. Just so you know, those are not spider webs hanging down. That is like fibers from the box spring. And now to put the stuff back under our bed. I love these rolling totes. They are so nice to store a bunch of stuff in. Alright, working hard on this list. So now I'm going to be dusting our furniture. And as I pull each thing off, I'm just dusting it really quick as I go. I usually dust pretty often in our room because it's a continual thing. It gets bad really easy. I didn't spend a lot of time doing a super deep dusting on my stuff because I do it very often. So in this little corner, it's hard to get the vacuum back there, so I just grabbed a little attachment brush to our Dyson cordless and use that real quick to vacuum in the tight spots. So usually when I dust, I'll use like Pledge or like an all-purpose spray, but I'm using the Lysol here to help disinfect it. It's part of the extreme clean for me is making sure that it gets disinfected as well as getting all the dirt and dust off. Now onto my dresser, I'm just doing the same thing. As I pull each item off, I'm just dusting it. So if you missed it, I will link it down below, but I did post a fall clean and decorate video. I had so much fun going shopping and getting a bunch of cute decor for my room, so if you're curious where anything is from, that video will let you know. I did have a few spots on the top of this dresser just where things have like scuffed up against it. And I took a magic eraser and I worked on it for a while, and it seemed to help some of the spots, but when I went back and looked at my video, you couldn't really tell in the video. For the spots that it did help, you really couldn't see a major difference. So I didn't throw that footage in, but I did use the magic eraser for some of the little spots on top of the dresser. And now I'm just wiping down the drawers and then gonna dry it off with the microfiber cloth. So this little corner is where my chair sits, so I'm vacuuming that real quick so I can put my chair back, and I'm also vacuuming under my dresser and my nightstand. So I took our Dyson cordless and I attached the little head onto it, and I'm using that to vacuum this chair real fast. Now I'm wiping down the outside of our mirrors. As you can see right here, I had hit something on the side of this mirror and it left color on it. So I'm using our magic eraser and it seemed to do the trick and take it off. And I'm just using the spray weight cleaner to clean these mirrors here in our room. I love these mirrors. Alright, now on to cleaning the door. I'm using the same Lysol that I've been using. It really works so awesome, and it helps pick up a lot of the grime and the dust that settles. So once I finished dusting all of the furniture in our room and doing all the baseboards, I took this rubber broom and I used it to like rake the carpet, and this helps like revive the carpet. It feels so much softer. It pulls out a bunch of like hair and stuff. So I just used this really quick before I vacuumed, and look at how much stuff it was already pulling up in just a little amount of time that I had been doing it. But I love the way that the carpet feels after using this thing. It just feels so much fluffier and softer. And that's all the stuff that was in it after I just raked my room really quick. Pretty crazy. Alright, then my sheets were ready to be put back on, so I'm just going to be making my bed real quick before I vacuum and finish up this video. And then the very last thing on the list was to vacuum, so I'm just using our Dyson cordless to finish this job up. And did you even clean if you don't light a candle afterwards? I'm pretty sure that's my favorite part about cleaning, is lighting that candle and then enjoying the fresh, clean feeling in that room. Well guys, that's all that I have today for this video. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me all the way to the end. I hope that you now feel motivated to do some cleaning, and if you do some cleaning, please be sure to comment down below and let me know everything that you got accomplished. I would love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.